if we look at that setup, you can see on the right hand side now how more tilted that spine is, and that feels to you, if we're being honest, probably if your spine is sort of on that sort of line down there, really leaning forward. The key thing at all times is to keep the weight equally balanced in the feet. Ultimately, you want to be in a position where you are balanced. If you're falling over a dress, there's no chance. You're going to try and re-stabilise yourself during the swing, and then of course the swing's focusing more about standing up as opposed to swinging the golf club, which is no good, okay? Even on this one here now on the left, you can see as you go back, even sit back there on your heels even more. So now the distance from there, that little white thing we're trying to hit, okay, is going to be greater on that left hand side than on the right hand side, okay? Even those lines there, I mean, like a little bit further through your shoulder, but that line now just a little bit longer. Now it's only going to be that much longer to be a miss of the golf ball, okay? And because of this now, when you swung back and through, okay, very sort of stuck at the lower half, can't quite get back to the golf ball, and you can see that, watch your left foot lifting and jumping away a little bit to try and sort of stabilise the swing. What we're looking for, as we're going back now on the wrist, is certainly hinging the club back up a lot better. So again, that colour, that line now, getting a much better wrist action going back. It could be a little bit higher, but I think from where you were last, sort of around here, it's massively improved. That's great. The focus now as we come back down now, as we can track that club down the blue line. Lovely strike as you can see, and then the body now can twist through in time. She'll be coming up off her toe. You'll start getting that motion. We'll give you a little bit of a thing to work on now. To again take away from today and go away and practice that. It's something you can simply do. I always get my students to do in front of the mirror brushing their teeth for 2 minutes a day. You can stand there, brush your teeth, and you'll get this motion within your lower half as to how your feet need to move, okay? Because at the moment your feet are kind of in a position to try and stabilise the body. They're trying to keep you upright from falling over, because your weight's rocking back sort of on your toes and your heels, and not really sure you're trying to get down to the golf ball because you want to make contact with it, but at the same time you're thinking, if I go too far forward, I'm going to have to lean back to try and stop foot. So you're always sort of trying to, through the feet, your feet are always doing this all the time to try and rebalance, hence why they're not really moving. The left foot is just doing its reaction to try and sort of keep yourself from falling over, and that's why sometimes the left foot just jumps back a little bit after a shot there where you get the golf ball, because your weight's gone back on the heels. You try to almost put the, so you sort of gone here, you're back here and trying to do this, and then try to have to go and just try and almost stabilise yourself. What we've got to try to do is get that body working a bit more sort of functionally towards hitting the golf ball as opposed to just keeping you upright. If the setup can be better so we can get ourselves over the ball now in a more of a close to a 90-degree angle that we can get, at least now we can reach the ground, okay? But so many golfers, if they can't reach the ground, they'll bend their knees more, and the more you bend your knees, the further we get from the golf ball, as you can see. It sounds a bit almost illogical, but truth be told, the more you bend your knees, because if your knees bend and you squat down, the weight goes there. So the weight goes back on your heels, your shoulders are going back. It's always that sort of, every action's got a reaction, you see. If you put your knees forward, your weight goes back on your heels. So, and when we're in that position, very tough to move. Okay, does that make sense? Cool.